When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.
Here we go again.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we talking about today's women aren't qualified for men. You don't need a man, and I'm gonna need y'all to keep that energy no matter what the economy does. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how y'all making a transformation from a hyena to a chameleon, how you come from mammal to reptile. Pretty interesting, but I got one such transformation to show you guys in the form of a video. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to share this video, and then I am going to come back and give you my perspective. So let me go ahead.
Hey, look, I don't know who started it, but this is not my fight. The price of gas that sent me over the edge. 7 days ago, it was not over 20. You're going up on rent in these ragged ass apartments that they don't want to pay, charge you extra money for poison. Food in the grocery store. Between gas, utilities, and food, I'm fucking spent. Okay? I'm one off the grid. Period. Brother find me a big ass country man that know how to fish and cook. I know how to plant food. I want to be grown so bad. I wanted to be grown so bad. If I knew it was like this, I'd be a big country man, and go for the woods and just start over. Because I'm not paying no more bills. I don't give a fuck. Y'all not finished stressing yet. This is not my fight. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on. This ain't for me. I don't need none of this shit. They'll pay me some weed, maybe some chilling, and I'm gonna be a bush person. I'm dead ass. This ain't for me. Mm-mm. So all applications is going off for the big country men that know how to fish and hunt. You can shoot a gun, holla at me. Hey, look.
Okay. So you guys were to see that. Maybe it was humorous to you, maybe it wasn't. I think she was trying to be humorous, but we are going to take a listen to that, because the first thing she said, I don't know who started it, but this is not my fight. Okay. Not my fight. What's not her fight? What's she talking about? She goes on to talk about the gas prices sent her over the edge, the cost of living, the living expenses, and basically referring to what this economy is doing. And so because the economy is tanking and it's becoming more and more difficult for her to really uphold her lifestyle without too much difficulty, she's done being independent. That's what she means by this is not her fight. She's done. She's done going to work, paying bills, being, her own woman and this and that. And, she's looking for a man to now take up the slack of all of that. Okay. Going off grid. What is she referring to? Again, the economy doing what it is doing. People losing jobs and all this type of stuff. We're probably going to be in a situation where we're going to need to know how to grow our own food, fish, hunt, live out kind of in the bush a little bit. Bushcraft, I think they call it. And learn these forgotten skills that you forget when you live in a first world country with a lot of technology and you don't have to hunt for your food anymore, and you don't have to, you know, make your own clothes anymore and all of these other types of things. All right. So not her fight. She's done with it. She was fine though. Before all this, she was fine dealing with whatever man she was dealing with in whatever capacity that she was dealing with that man. As long as she was able to take care of herself without any, you know, added pressure, any undue, you know, pressure to provide for herself at the level that she was at least somewhat comfortable with, she is fine dealing with whatever man that she's dealing with. But now the men that have all of these different skill sets, now they can come holler at her. I don't think that she was looking for a big country man that could fish and hunt before, you know, in 2018 or maybe 2019 or maybe the beginning of 2020, when you know what I mean? Okay. She might not have been looking for that guy. She might have been looking for, you know what I'm saying, the thug. She might have been looking for, you know, the guy that could kind of break her off. She didn't care if he knew how to hunt. She didn't care, you know, whatever else was going on with him, whatever other marketable skills he had or survival skills he may have had. See, what's going on is that in saying what she's saying, even in this tongue-in-cheek kind of way that she's saying it, she's pretending that she will know how to be or is willing to be a wife to that kind of man in exchange for the man that can keep her alive, safe, and fed. To sort of, you know, I'll figure out how to be a wife. You know, I'll figure out how to be the kind of woman that you need because I need you now at this time. I need you. I need the kind of man that is going to be able to keep me safe, keep me fed, keep me housed, keep me afloat, keep me provided for in case of emergency. So I'm going to be willing to put myself together to be quote unquote qualified for this man, which is complete cap. And it's actually, these are the types of women that men need to avoid. The types of women that now all of a sudden know what it is to be a wife. They all of a sudden know what it is. Because the thing about it is, feminine women have always known this wasn't our fight. We've always known. That's why you didn't catch us coming through talking about I don't need no man. That's why you never caught us saying that goofy stuff. We were never, feminine women were never saying that. We were never talking about how we didn't need no man and how we were independent and how we didn't need him to do this, that, and the third. We always knew we needed a man's provision. We always knew we needed his problem solving. We always knew we needed his protection and his procreation. We always knew that. I don't even know how y'all been doing it all this time. When I became single, I had to pay my own bills and the bill people and the rent people was looking at me direct. That's for the birds. That was for the birds immediately. I don't know how y'all have been doing it for the whole time being comfortable. I was not comfortable in that situation. And when things get uncomfortable, that's when women start looking to men in order to take up that slack, in order to provide for her. So now these hyenas are ready to become chameleons so that they can, you know, blend into whatever background any way that she can blend in, but you don't really qualify because you're not going to be a wife because you weren't trained to be. You're not going to be able to drop that independent woman attitude, feminist driven attitude immediately. You're not going to be able to drop that. That actually takes work to drop that. It would have to be cataclysmic, apocalyptic almost, what this country would have to go through in order to plunge us back into the so-called dark ages where women have to forget real quick about feminism if you want to survive. But unless and until that's really happening, you're not dropping that type of indoctrination. You're not dropping that. Not going to stop trying to control and have a non-submissive attitude and have a, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to do that. You're not going to submit to a man's problem solving because that's what it takes. In order to accept a man's problem solving, you have to submit. Okay? Or else you're not going to take nothing that he says. You're not going to accept anything that he does, any instruction that he gives you in the form of and in the interest of problem solving. You're not going to do it because you're always going to think you know better and you're going to do it a different way, yada, yada, yada. So you're not going to submit yourself to any problem solving that he do. You're always going to try to dictate his level and type of provision, his level and method of provision, even if you don't know nothing about it. If he doesn't come home with the amount of catfish, because that's the only fish that a lot of y'all want to eat. If he don't come home with the amount of catfish that you think he was supposed to catch in 6 hours or 8 hours or however long he was out there or whatever, and I don't even know why anybody would purposely fish for catfish, but anyway, whatever. If he don't come back with the quota you think he should come back with, now you got all these different suggestions about how he can provide or what he should be able to do in order to bring back the amount of food you want to eat. And you don't know the first thing about fishing or how difficult or easy it could be to fish. You're going to always try to dictate the protection and try to do it now. Dictate how, when, why you receive protection, whether or not you receive protection, when you should get protection, why, what are some of the reasons why he should protect you versus some of the reasons why he shouldn't protect you. You always try to dictate that because that is what this society has bred in the women. You're always going to try to dictate procreation, withhold it, give it, manipulate with it, this, that, and the third. You're always going to try to do that because that is what feminism has bred in women. So of course it's not your fight, but we tried to tell you that years ago. We tried to tell you. We tried to tell your mother. We tried to tell her mother that years ago. That this is not this out here struggling and scraping and scrambling all around in this economy trying to gather up resources. That is a man's world. That's a man's world. I'm not even trying to get into that. Absolutely hate every second of it. Trying to get out there and drive Uber and this and that. I hate every second of that. Because I don't want the responsibility of it. Because I'm a woman, I don't want the responsibility of that. I don't want that responsibility to be squarely on my shoulders 100% of the time. I don't. I just don't. We might as well drop down and come clean, ladies. Come on. But we tried to tell hyenas, all that independent talk. This is for the birds. Cut that out. Knock that off. It's for the birds. Why are we trying to do this? Why are we doing this? Why am I going out doing the same struggle he doing? Just to come home and expect him to do it. Like, why am I going out getting a 6-figure job income just to expect him to get a 6-figure income to spend it on me? Like, that don't even make no sense. But this is what it's come to. Not qualified for a man. You wanna see what the chameleons really look like? Because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I mean, but I'm gonna show you this real quick video too. It's not gonna have any sound. I'm gonna turn the sound off. But real quick, here we go. Now, that's enough of that. Just wanted you to see. Qualified? Miling off jewelry in what appears to be a Dollar General aisle. I'm just saying. And you can just say. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.